answer the question is you just stand up and you yell, "We connect." For the afternoon people, it's up on the okay. All right, so let's try the first one. First of all, this is a test question. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. Okay, that was some of you did. Okay, right. Next question. I was born in the United States. I was born outside the United States. I've lived in more than 2 cities in my lifetime. More than 3. More than 4. More than 5. More than 6. More than 7. More than 8. More than 9. Okay, I'm working on a real estate license. Stay with me. Okay, let's see. I am the firstborn in my family.
We connect.
I'm the oldest.
We connect.
I'm the youngest in my family. And spoiled. I'm the middle child in my family. And forgotten. Okay. I have some type of artistic talent. Okay, I can sing. I think I can sing. At some point in my life, I've ever been asked to stop singing. Okay, I can play sports. I like to watch sports. I think eating is a sport. Okay. I am an extrovert. I get my energy from other people. Oh, and I'm an introvert. I prefer to be alone at all times. Okay. How many of you are an immigrant to this country? All right. Now, look at what just happened. We had a lot of connections. You can go ahead and sit down, immigrants. It's all right. Immigrants like, I'm going to stand as long as I can. I'm an immigrant. Here's what I need you to understand is that we have a lot of things in common. You do realize most of you wouldn't talk about these things at work with anybody because you don't feel it's a workplace thing to talk about. Like, why would I tell you I'm the firstborn? Like, why would I just randomly say that? Hey, my name's Kevin. I'm firstborn. Like, we don't do that. But I'm going to ask you a question. Why is it important that people that you work with know at least 50% of the things you just stood up for? Why is that important?
To build a rapport.
Say it again.
Just to build a rapport.
To build a rapport. Why else is this important? To make a personal connection. You're paid to make the business connections. That should never be difficult. If you're having trouble making business connections, that's a workplace issue. But here's what we found out from workforce engagement studies is that when people have a personal connection with the people they work with, they're more loyal and there's higher productivity. We need a personal connection. And personal connections don't have to come through things that are like creepy conversations. I mean, it's just like, oh no, don't talk to me about that. We're not supposed to. No. You can make everything I just asked you was safe. It was safe. And I'm willing to bet that some of you in this room would not have even used some of those topics to have a conversation with your managers. It's like, why would I do that? I'm supposed to be talking about my project. And you go in and you get really prepped to talk about your project. So here's what we're saying to the managers. The manager's reason here is we're challenging you. Every time you have a meeting with one of your people, don't always start with the project. Why don't you start with the person? Start with the person, because you got a person you're working with that is working on a project for you to make your company reach whatever goal it's going to reach. We say human connections first. You get higher productivity, higher morale, higher output, and as a matter of fact, you recruit, attract, and retain more employees when there's a personal connection. I want you to figure out how you're going to do that and still maintain whatever level of privacy you need to maintain for yourself. There's this statement that happens in diversity and inclusion spaces. They say, bring your whole self to work. Not. I'm going to tell you right now, don't do it. Don't do it. No, nobody really wants your whole self. You don't want to bring your whole self to work. I want you to bring the best version of yourself you can and feel comfortable doing that. Because what really is going on is people bring a version of themselves and they're in doubt whether that version will be accepted. If you can at least solve that through your manager, and your manager can get you in the headspace of you can be you, the version you need to be, and let me help you understand what success looks like here, that is a win.